Alright, today we have a Lithuanian ration, Sausasis Maisto Davinys Variantas Nr.3. I don't speak Lithuanian and I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing any of this right, and I haven't been able to track down translations. So if you are Lithuanian or you speak the language, perhaps you could translate this. I'll try to get it in focus for you there. If you could post anything in the comments that explains more about this, that would be greatly welcomed, but we're just going to have to get into it because we don't know what it says. Alright. Cool. Alright, we got a little cardboard parcel. We got almonds. I wonder if they've been activated or not. Crackers, rusks, staple. And oh, we got a set of matches. MRE spoon, which is more, seems a little bit more stout than your typical, oh well, oh, whoops, maybe not so fantastically strong. So not the healthiest MRE spoon, but we got what looks like some fuel tablets and a couple matches, so this is going to be helpful.
Over here we have a tray for food heating.
Oh yikes, that's sharp. I mean, if it... Ooh, oh!
Now you have a weapon!
Didn't take much if you had to. You know. That, I don't think it would kill anybody, but I think it would hurt. I don't know. Maybe you could use that, but I don't know if you'd use it to eat. Whoops.
Fuel tablets on the stove!
There are fuel tablets. And, oh, it looks like we have some...
A refreshing towel!
It's a very refreshing towel because it's got lemon in it. It's a wet wipe, clean and fresh. Made by Gastro, so they know about food. Or at least your insides.
Ooh.
But it's also made by at wimx.eu. Oh no.
There's another bag of stuff over here.
Now, I believe we did nick the bag when we opened it, but that's okay, because we're going to be using everything this evening.
Okay, so I got these matches. Degtukai. Safety matches. I don't know what safety match it means exactly, but made by Lipsnia. We got a striker, we got, what's this? Serpacini, Strigat, no Baremi, some kind of warning, and a little code. We got way more of these than we need.
Blue tip.
So we might as well try to light one and then just toss it in a cup. So let's see here if we can strike this. Yeah. That's a pretty solid match. Doesn't really burn that long, but it does produce a flame. I don't know if it's even worth throwing in a cup.
Just throw it on this stove.
Set that right there for now.
Okay. Chocolate Ruchka. Or root.
Chocolate Scolalatus. Well, we have a telephone number. It's other recyclable. What if you peel back the back side of it? Does it give you... Oh, it just sort of fully shows the ingredients. First ingredient looks like it's cockroach. Make and train traces of milk.
Ooh.
Oh, you should open it up and see what it's like.
Not for the lactose intolerant.
We don't know what year this is from.
We don't.
Unfortunately, yeah, there's not...
Has there been a date anywhere?
Not in any English.
We've got an expiry date on the crackers of 12/04/2020.
That's pretty good.
So this is still in date.
Okay, but I got... This describes the first ingredient as containing cockroach, and this is just cockroach sugar.
Crackers.
So it's sugar.
So I feel like this is just
Cane
mostly
sugar?
a sugar, like a candy bar.
Or cane sugar.
And it's got camouflage on it, so you can snack in the bush watching the Jerry's or the Charlies or the etceteras, and they won't know that you're refueling while you're on the watch. Should we just crack into this guy or what?
Yeah, let's break into that.
Yeah,
All
you
right.
should.
So, just like a simple candy bar open. It looks like it's actually just like a chocolate
No,
bar.
we just got some chocolate.
And there it says right there, Ruta, Anno, 1913.
Tiny bit of blooming on the outside, but it's still in date. It's looking good.
Yeah, I think bloom is part of how chocolate doesn't go bad.
Yep. Quite good.
This is delicious chocolate. I will eat the rest of this delicious chocolate.
It's all yours.
Delicious
Your
chocolate.
Ration.
Very good.
That, like, actually, that is a fantastic chocolate. If I were to go to the mall in Vancouver and try to find this chocolate, for two bars this size, I expect I might pay like $20.
Yeah.
Like, this is a serious and
It's a very good chocolate. If I was out in the cold, it'd be very good. Very tasty. Definitely recommend it again.
Now, we have, that's just the refreshing towel. Do we have any kind of a tea?
We've got a
have
vitamin
a
C beverage powder, which has a small nick on the bottom corner. I believe we did that when we were opening it.
Oh, damn. That was probably me with the hobo knife.
With the hobo knife. That's
Well,
okay.
I mean, it's
It's ready to
It is
go.
open, but yeah, it doesn't
It's a-
look discolored at all.
No, it's a pink powder.
We can get that in focus. Focus, you fuck. Shout out to Ave. Alright, yeah, we got that. I think that's alright.
It looks pretty good.
Can we just... There's a lot of fucking text on this. But some of it's actually in English. Contains sugar, acidity regulator, citric acid, flavorings, colors E124. I don't know what that one is.
Any idea as to what flavor this is?
Anthocyanin, which I think is a vitamin. Vitamin L ascorbic acid. So it's just sort of like a vitamin drink.
Okay.
Probably this is, you'd mix it with like cold water or something like that. I don't think this is a hot
We're
drink.
gonna
Although
mix it with
personally
some
I've been
cold
a
water
fan
here.
of fruit drinks with hot water.
Now, unlike the Canadian ration, we don't actually have a beverage bag, so we don't have anything to mix this inside it. So we're just gonna
I guess you'd have to hope you have a canteen.
we're gonna have to use the Canadian beverage spoon.
But also, you know, honestly, I've heard what a lot of guys ended up doing was they would just take this stuff and then maybe take a sip of water and they would just eat it. Because they didn't have a cup, but they know what this is the good shit. They just eat it. They eat the powder. It doesn't
Makes
matter.
sense.
So this is like the luxury version. Okay. Don't want to spill any of this. Let's see here. It's actually pretty thick. It's in like little sugary chunks. I think that's pretty much it. Let's see here.
It looks rather thick for a.
It might be sort of like, yeah. I forget which
Electrolyte
ration it
drink
was.
or something.
Yeah.
I know that Steve 1989 did something that was like a fruit soup,
Yeah.
except he served it hot, and that's maybe sort of like
It's
this.
looking pretty jelly.
Okay, who's gonna go first?
I'll give it a go.
You'll give it a go. Alright, Cisco, what's it like?
Raspberry, generic red berry flavor. I almost say we've added too much water. Alright, so we lost a tiny bit of footage there. All we did was finish a tiny bit of the juice. It's not actually raspberry, it's cherry, we believe. We've put a little bit too much water in it, but it's still actually pretty good.
Tastes like it has electrolytes in it.
Yeah, definitely got vitamin C, some vitamins, electrolytes. It's pretty good. Overall, yeah, tasty.
Yeah, it tastes like the Gatorade you get when they have like a gigantic keg of Gatorade and it's really watered down.
Yep. All right. And what you did miss is we've opened up one pack of the jam and we've put it on a cracker. We have not actually tried it yet, but we'll give it a go. Okay. Now, the cracker is terrible. I hate the cracker.
I'm not sure that I would call this a cracker. I don't know what it actually translates to on the packet. I would say this
Not
is
good.
genuinely more of a hardtack type of item. It does have a very solid crunch.
Oof.
You have to almost wedge it into your teeth and bend it to get it to break off.
It almost feels stale.
I think it's almost designed to be stale. It's almost like the bread equivalent of gum. You just keep it in your
It
mouth
tastes
for a
like
while.
eating dried instant noodles.
Yeah.
Like Mr. Noodles, if you don't put any water in, just eat it out of the bag.
With raspberry jam on it.
And you've put more bran in it. It's not bad, so to speak,
But it's not good.
but it's not good. It does the job, and I think if I ate enough of them, the flavor might grow on me.
They didn't give us coffee to wash this down.
The lack of a hot drink is kind of lame. I understand you wouldn't... Oh, hold on. Do we have this in English on here? We do. Ingredients. Salt. Dextrose.
Chicken broth
Sugar.
up in the top right corner.
Whey protein. Different proportions of dried vegetables. Okay, that's highly
Not
highly
quite
specific.
which dried vegetables, but
Oh, it
we
does
got
have
some.
that. Carrots, turmeric, parsley, onion powder, bay leaves, cumin, and black pepper. Contains flavor,
Flavor.
as described.
My favorite flavor.
And potato starch. Preparation. Content of the bag. Pour with 400 milliliters of boiling water. Stir up well.
We'll get that going here in a second. All right, so we've got some boiled water for the chicken broth.
Chicken broth says... ingredients are salt, got some dextrose, sugar, whey protein, which is underlined, very important, different proportions of dried vegetables, including carrots, turmeric, parsley, onion powder, bay leaves, cumin, and black pepper. Also, we have just flavor and potato starch. Preparation is to mix content of the bag with 400 milliliters of boiling water and stir up well. We're going to use about a cup and a half or so, not quite as much as it recommends on the package. I also think that this was a little bit stiffer earlier, but we broke it up.
We'll see how it actually tastes.
It looks
pretty
alright.
good.
It looks pretty new. It's not brown or anything. It's a nice yellow chicken-y color.
How does it smell?
Let's see here. Salty. Smells like a ramen packet with a little bit more herbs in it.
Smells, yeah, like a standard, very plain ramen packet without
I'm gonna try it.
a whole lot of flavoring.
Very salty. Reminds me of roast chicken.
Alright, some hot water in here.
Give it a stir as we add the water to make this quicker for you.
Good. Some nice little green herbs in there. Looks pretty good.
I guess that'll be the parsley that's described.
Smells good. Smells very appetizing. Very salty. Parsley, chicken broth, flavor, salt. I would actually recommend breaking some of those crackers up into there.
That would be delicious. This thing is mostly salt and chicken flavor. It's a very basic broth.
Let's see here.
It would be very good with some of the cracker in there.
Yeah, it is pretty salty, but it's not overpowering.
No.
And it's supposed to be mixed with more water than this. It is good though, because that salt is an electrolyte, and if you've been running around or getting a lot of physical activity, if you were wrestling with somebody or something, you're gonna want to replace the salt that you lost. So this is a pretty good idea for the ration.
If it was cold at all, I'd be really glad to have this in the ration.
Definitely. We're going to open up some of these almonds. Where'd that knife go?
I got it. Let's see. So, Klingai brand, Anno, 1995.
Any flavoring on these?
Delight almonds. Well, we got
Salt, I believe.
Gonasis Kikis, net quantity. See on package.
Just some salted almonds.
Looks like it says nutrition is 100 grams of fat, 4.5 grams of, I'm not sure, maybe sugar, maybe salt. Oh, which sugar, carbohydrate, 5.68 grams, and which sugars, 5.68 grams. So I think the only carbohydrate is...
Damn those witch sugars.
Spooky sugar.
Probably just the sugar.
They've got ghosts.
24.02 grams of protein. That's interesting because a lot of doses of, pre-workout protein powder, I'll give you about 20 or so grams. So this package of almonds accomplishes that while being a more natural option. It's probably a lot tastier.
Okay, cut that open.
For one full meal, this is pretty good.
Trusty W33 hobo knife.
Straight from wish.com. I got it free.
I'm gonna eat like a whole bunch of these.
Almond down.
Raw almonds. They don't have any flavoring salt. They're not toasted.
Nope.
And they're still very good. They haven't gone bad. We don't know what year this is from. I bought it off of eBay.
It's still in date according to the crackers, though.
All we know about it is that the main is beef and barley. Clearly, you can see we're nuts about these.
Suckers. Now, tiny bit more water.
Okay. And we'll get back to you with the main event.
Alright, so we have the main dish here. It's in this little cardboard packet. It's really taped on the ends. Get the trusty W33 hobo knife. And no big deal at all. We'll see if this contains an FRH. And that's going to be the food packet. It's 240 grams and 100 grams.
We've got Tros. I don't even know English on the packet.
There is English. It's just super small.
It's beef with pearl barley.
Regardless, I think it contains paprika, so it's beef, pearl barley, and paprika. And I think this, this is going to be
Our
the flameless ration heater. Magical chemical reaction that makes your food tasty. And does it have an instruction booklet? Where did it go? Oh yeah, it does.
Oh, okay.
For safety purposes, you want to read. I really feel like most guys in the field don't read this, or they probably already seen
not,
it.
But
This is a lot of text. Even if you only take these are all different languages. Even if you take one, this is a novel to read before you eat, man.
Caution. Ooh, it gets hot. Uh-oh.
Point is, you mix water in and it does an exothermic reaction that makes your food hot.
And it's got little tear lines at the top
So
of the packet.
Hold on. Alright. So, it's got little tear lines. I'll just try tearing it before I use the knife. Yeah, that's
Not tearing.
not really. We're just going to cut this. Here between 2 fingers. Turn the blade, and there you go. Done. Alright, so into this, make a little bit of room. We want to be able to fit our food packet
There.
so that the metal is touching the FRH packet. I'll peel that over it and shake it down into the bottom. So our FRH is touching that food packet against the metal surface, and we should only have to add, I believe, 60 milliliters of, I wish it was Luxardo, but it is just water, to this to start the chemical reaction. So 3, 2, 1, and it goes.
We'll see how well.
And I'm gonna, hold that down and sort of tilt it so that the water contacts that heating pouch. Give it a little massage, and you should be able to feel it when it starts to heat up.
So far, nothing.
I feel it. That's actually getting hot.
Oh, at the top.
It's coming up slow, but it's going.
It's going.
Yeah. Oh wow, that's like so hot you don't want to touch it now.
Ooh,
And
there
there
she
we
goes.
go.
There we go.
There's the steam. So we can close this up.
Get this down
Stick
onto
it on our
our
tray.
tray. It's getting quite hot to hold.
That's fine, just leave it like that. You can let go. It'll vent a little bit. I mean, you don't want it to explode, right? Psh. You could
Okay.
probably poke a hole in this actually if you wanted it to vent more, but I'm not sure. I think we're doing okay here.
I'd like it to get quite
We're
warm.
just gonna leave it and let it do its thing, and once it's
Nice and warm, we'll be back.
Alright, so this is the FRH. After maybe 10 minutes or so, the steam is stopped. So I guess the reaction's finished and it's now sort of waning down.
Nice and warm.
That side is the FRH, so I'm going to face that side down. And rather than trying to shove my hand into a... Okay. Or you can just dump it out on the tray. And then you might get water everywhere.
That's okay.
I wanted to use that.
Okay, it's like a hot water tray. All right. So this is the entree, the beef and barley that's been removed from the FRH after heating. It's definitely hot past this top couple inches where it's empty. I can't really like touch it very long. I can't hold it. It's definitely heated through. I think the best way to open this is to use a knife if you have one. I should hope that in any military situation they give you a knife.
Hopefully.
You can just zip it, unzip it.
Use your teeth if you have to.
That works, but don't burn the side of your face. So that, you can already smell that. It smells really good. It just looks like sort of like carbs and beef, but it smells actually strongly of herbs.
Almost spilled that out
Careful.
onto the stove, but not quite.
Let's get this out
Onto our tray.
onto a tray. Nice. Shout out, Steve. We love you. All right.
Big inspiration.
Ouch. Anyway, there we go.
Smells very good. Of beef, herbs, barley, salt, some other spices.
It's pretty much smells like gravy.
Yeah.
It's interesting that you can see like a clear, like it's not all mixed together. There is beef and there is barley. They're kind of separate. That's sort of interesting.
First impressions?
Creamy. Tastes kind of like canned corned beef.
Okay, so if somebody took Campbell's beef and barley soup and mixed it with large chunks of stewed beef, that's about what the flavor you've got here. It's definitely appetizing, definitely tasty. I'm quite pleased with it.
It's just a very savory, warm dish.
Mm-hmm.
It's a comfort food, really, and that's probably just what you're after if you're actually in any
Combat situation or
combat or any other, even just deployment.
yeah,
You know, you're away from your family.
if you're away
warm.
from home.
Yeah, it's satisfying.
Yeah.
We're probably gonna add a little bit of hot sauce and finish this off camera.
We also have a little bit of that chicken broth
Ooh,
from before. If you wanted to make this more of a soup or even just lighter with the sauce.
Okay, and then
we'll be back with the Espit stove, or at least the tabs for the heater. I'm not sure if we'll actually bend out the full Espit stove.
but we'll go outside to the patio to give this a try, just to show it off. That would probably be how people heated up the water for the soup.
Alright, so we have here Espit stove and these little fuel tablets. This Espit stove is just a pretty simple piece of stamped metal. It's got a couple of sort of holes here for, I suppose, venting. What I would probably do with this is I'd bend the longer ones in one direction, the shorter ones the other direction. And then you can use those as feet, one way or the other. These are the fuel tablets. So it just says dry fuel, 30 grams. I'm guessing that's 30 grams per tablet, or it might be the whole package. They seem kind of big.
Might be 10 grams a tab.
Maybe. I suppose grams, yeah, maybe so. It's a tension flammable material, of course. Keep dry. Keep away from fire. That, Well, I don't know if we can do that if we want to actually get fire
Light them
out
on
of these.
fire.
Get these things
Yeah.
heated. Made in Poland, though. Imported by JSC Pakma. And then there's just sort of an address and a phone number and a fax.
Ooh,
Wow,
fax.
we accidentally doxed these guys. We just send them black fax. Don't do that. They make cool stuff.
Please don't.
So, W33 hobo knife. I wonder, what does this smell like? Absolutely nothing. Doesn't even smell chemically. It's just completely dry.
It smells of... yeah, absolutely nothing.
So we'll take it off of that plastic, which is... you don't want to have any of that plastic on there because that plastic's going to have a risk of smoking.
And we'll see if we can get it going with one match. Ooh.
If you can get one match going.
These... oh, there she goes. Got it in one.
There you go. And now...
It's quite warm. I feel like it would warm up anything that you really needed to warm up.
it's a solid little bit of flame.
Good for fondue.
Yep. You could also use this. You could stack a couple of stones in here.
Anywho, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Don't forget to watch our other videos, share with your friends, all that stuff. It's important for a small channel. And have a great night, everybody. We're going to enjoy our fire.